Hello friends, going to be a walking vlog. I live in the Waterloo region of southern Ontario in Canada, and I just wanted to show you what's been going on the last couple of years and probably for the next couple of years. We're getting in our LRT line through our city, and I'm just going to check out the progress of all this construction that's tying up traffic, and it's kind of exciting. It's making a mess of the traffic situation though, and that's what's upsetting a lot of the right-wing people, the ones that you know, don't want to be tied up and they don't want to have their taxes raised. They'd rather just kick the can down the road and tie up the traffic 20 years from now, even worse, and because they have to construct something that's way past due. This is the way of the future, people. I think this is an existing track. This part, I think, is pretty behind pass right there, so I guess maybe there's going to be some tracks kind of twinning these tracks someday. Anyway, we're going to walk around. It's Saturday, so nobody's working. Okay, anyway, this is what the train is going to look like. We probably won't even have any trains ready on time, let alone these tracks, because Bombardier, who manufactures these cool trains, is I don't know, bankrupt or something, or they're not making any trains, I know that, or anything, planes. They're a huge company, one of those companies that may be too big to fail, so they may have to get a bailout. So, because they're the only ones that make these kind of trains. Okay, so this is starting to make a little more sense to me now. What's going to happen is the train is going to come down this road, which kind of runs at right angles with the main direction in which it goes. So I guess it's going to take a little bit of a zigzag and then carry on here, join up with these tracks, and then go that way. Okay, there we have some completed track, which is embedded in concrete slabs, like a sidewalk, and just on the side of the road. These people are going to love it, but you got to do what you got to do. You can't make them invisible. I suppose you could go underground, but can you imagine the cost factor that would be involved? I don't think the population of the city would justify an underground subway, but anyway, I'm not sure what those big cylinders are, big concrete cylinders. Just have to wait for comments in my video. But they're all just sitting there on what look like, I don't know, 4x6s or something. Railroad ties, maybe. But I think it's going to, well, obviously it's going to be an electric train, so it's going to be quiet. You're just going to hear it rolling along the tracks, and I would imagine they're a lot quieter than they used to be. Should be here making a deficiency list. Here, it looks like somebody drove in the wet concrete. They're going to have to repair that because that just looks ugly. Little area where they haven't poured the concrete yet. You can see the rails in their place and all the rebar. Okay, this is where the tracks take a right angle turn and then start running parallel with the main street, which is King Street, which is just up there at the intersection. And this would be Charles Street. And this is Borden Street, I think, down this way. Charles Street. Down this way. This is first evidence of any kind of a platform for embarking and disembarking. Just take a walk up there. I gotta go to Tim Hortons here and get a bottle of water or something. I'm dying of thirst. Got myself a frozen lemonade instead. That's nice on a hot day. Oh. You have no idea. Oh my God. Brain freeze. We have the double tracks down Charles Street, and I'm standing on a platform for passengers to get on and off. Goes in both directions. To the future, we've got our LRT tracks here, and this building with all solar panels on the high schools in the city, Cameron Heights, and we have our LRT. That's pretty handy for that high school. This is still on Charles Street, running parallel with King Street. Definitely making progress. The construction just seems like they're getting nowhere, and then all of a sudden, boom, you start seeing it. The result. Looking back down Charles Street. Towards Cameron Heights School. Corner of Charles and, Benton Street, which changes to Frederick, and there's a track that veers off here down towards Frederick and then just comes to a stop. I think that might be for the future because it doesn't seem to go anywhere beyond that. And then we have this track that continues down Charles Street. All the way down there. Still running parallel with King Street, the main street. What is for sure is they use a lot of concrete because see that rebar down there and the track's suspended away up there. It's going to take a lot of concrete, I would think. Ambulance. Here we have the existing Charles Street transit terminal with the tracks running right in front of it. This building was built in that year, and it just for the buses, right? And now it's going to serve the LRT, the Google office, and there we go. It's the Google office right there in Kitchener, and there's the tracks, and it looks like they kind of come to an abrupt end here, and looks like it's going to take a kind of a wideish turn to the right down Victoria Street. Yeah, intersection, or what used to be an intersection, King and Victoria, is now completely closed. And this is probably the most interesting part, is they are digging an awfully big hole here. And what used to happen here is this road would continue on, and then those tracks, that bridge, which is train tracks, were at street level, so that climbed quite a bit. It looks like they may have climbed the tracks. No, they couldn't have because the train still runs there. Anyway, so the street is going to go under the bridge now, and this is an awfully deep hole that they're digging here. They wouldn't be, oh no, one side is for the cars and the other side is for the train, I would imagine, but that is a big hole. Wouldn't that be cool? They're not going to run that train right underneath the street. No, I don't think so. And excuse me for being stupid if I mentioned that, but wow. why they are digging such a big hole is, well, there's big pipes there. See the big pipe? Big conduit of some kind. So anyway, I'm not going to go any farther because it's hot, and what happens here, this is King Street and this goes west, and then it hooks to the north and then goes through the Waterloo city center. The fabric of the urban area doesn't change from Kitchener to Waterloo, just one community. And it goes all the way up to Conestoga Mall. It goes past the University of Waterloo, through Waterloo Park, and up, and then back. Maybe these are for Patriot missiles, just in case there's some incoming North Korean nuclear-tipped missiles. We are protected.